First, we have to open the portfolio. For that, we first have to remove two screws in the expansion port. I have put a kitchen towel on my table to prevent scratches to the case. The next two screws are located under the rubber feet. After that, the backside can be opened. The front is held by a few plastic clips, which can be easily opened with a fingernail. Now we have to remove the main board, including the small PCB with the power plug to which it is permanently connected. For that, we have to remove another 4 screws. The brown display cable is not too fragile, but special care has to be taken with the green flex cable for the keyboard. This must not be stretched or kinked. On the backside of the mainboard, right between the 8088 CPU and the ASIC, we find the 4.9 MHz quartz we want to replace. To desolder the quartz, I push one fingernail under the metal case while heating the solder joints on the other side. Don't be afraid, the case will not get hot quickly because it's not directly connected to either of the two wires. Once the quartz is separated from the PCB, you can pull on it with 2 fingers while alternately heating the 2 solder joints from the other side. Now we have to free the holes. This is best done with a solder sucker. Desolder wick does not work well in this case. When soldering the new quartz, I sadly didn't pay attention to the frame, but it is rather easy. You put the quartz in and solder one side to hold it in place. Then push the quartz onto the PCB while heating the solder joint again. That way you get it to sit flush with the PCB. Then solder the other side and remove the excess wires. I like to use nail polish remover to clean the flux residue, but you have to be careful with that because it can damage plastics. Alcohol works well too. While reassembling, we have to be careful with the green cable again. I hold it in position with one finger while locking the connector on the other side. Before screwing the mainboard back in, don't forget the small grounding cables. Then screw in the 4 screws and that's it. The bottom of the case might get stuck on one of the battery contacts, so we have to help that a little bit. If your portfolio does not show any picture now or just produces pixel garbage, don't panic. In that case, you need to solder a little RC circuit to the display connector. But that was not necessary in this case, so I will show that in a later video.